Hello, my friend. I'm Dr. Elias Navarro, a senior health specialist with over 35 years of experience working with aging adults. From private practice to hospital wards to care centers, I've sat across from thousands of patients in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. I've seen the changes, I've heard the questions, and one topic that always seems to bring a mix of curiosity, shame, and silence is this: sex and aging. And today, we're going to talk about it. You see, what many people don't realize is that a lack of intimacy in later life isn't just an emotional loss. It's a physical one too. Because when you stop having sex after 60, things start to change inside your body. Slowly, quietly, and often without warning, until one day you don't just feel older, you feel like a part of you is missing. Stick with me until the end, because the final insight might be the most important sign of all. And if you're over 60, I encourage you to subscribe right now and turn on the bell icon. This channel is dedicated to helping seniors thrive through knowledge, connection, and empowerment. You do not want to miss the tools I share in upcoming videos. Let's begin. Section 1. The hormonal fallout. When sexual activity drops off in older age, one of the first changes occurs in your hormonal balance. For men, testosterone levels, which are already gradually declining, take an even steeper dip when sex stops. This affects energy, mood, motivation, and even muscle strength. For women, decreased intimacy often correlates with estrogen and oxytocin levels falling even lower, which can increase the rate of vaginal dryness, thinning tissues, and even urinary tract infections. And perhaps more quietly than any of that, both men and women experience a drop in dopamine and serotonin. These are your feel-good neurotransmitters. What happens when these fall? You sleep worse, you feel less connected, you become more irritable, your immune system weakens. Now, of course, intimacy isn't the only way to boost hormones, but it is one of the most natural, pleasurable, and effective ways when done with trust and care. I once had a couple in their early 70s, George and Linda. They came to me for fatigue and joint pain. After ruling out obvious issues, I asked about their intimacy. They looked at each other and chuckled awkwardly. It had been years. When I gently encouraged reconnection, even just a small, affectionate touch, things changed. Slowly but surely, George said, "I don't need naps in the afternoon anymore." Linda said, "I feel like I'm glowing again." Intimacy restored chemistry, and chemistry restored life. Section 2. Circulation and blood flow. Sexual activity is more than just a physical act. It's one of the most potent cardiovascular exercises for seniors. Why? Because it increases heart rate, blood pressure, blood flow to the brain and limbs. In men, regular sexual arousal and activity improves penile circulation, which helps preserve erectile function. In women, it keeps the vaginal walls oxygenated and elastic. But when sex stops, blood flow begins to slow, especially in the pelvic region. This isn't just about pleasure. It affects bladder health, bowel movements, and even fall risk. Yes, because reduced blood flow also means reduced lower body strength and balance. You'd be shocked how many people I've helped reduce incontinence or constipation by helping them restore some form of sexual stimulation. One patient, Anna, age 77, started pelvic floor therapy with us and later added intimate massage with her partner. Her words? "I stopped needing my walker around the house. I feel like my hips woke up." Blood flow is vitality. Don't let it shut down silently. Section 3. Emotional disconnection and loneliness. Physical intimacy is deeply tied to emotional connection, and when that fades, It often takes self-esteem, bonding, and joy with it. Now, I'm not saying every older person must be in a sexual relationship, but I am saying that those who feel desired, touched, and seen tend to thrive longer. Sex, or even affectionate physical closeness, boosts oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This reduces anxiety, improves sleep, and even lowers the risk of dementia. I had a widowed gentleman, Harold, 84. He told me, "Doc, I don't need sex, but I miss being touched." We talked about the power of cuddling, hand-holding, massage. He began seeing a massage therapist twice a month and rejoined a senior social club. 6 months later, his daughter called me to say, "He's laughing again." Intimacy is connection, and connection is medicine. Section 4, immune system and longevity. Here's something few people talk about. Regular sexual activity has a direct link to immune health. Studies from Wilkes University found that people who had sex just once or twice a week had 30% higher immunoglobulin A levels. This is your body's first line of defense against viruses. And it doesn't stop there. Those who maintain sexual activity later in life have fewer colds and infections, heal faster from injuries, show lower markers of inflammation. Inflammation is the root of chronic disease, and intimacy helps regulate it. Plus, orgasms release nitric oxide, which helps arteries stay flexible and youthful. That's blood pressure control without a pill. You want to age a slower, rekindle affection. Your immune system is listening. Section 5, muscle retention and joint health. Did you know that intimacy also plays a role in muscle retention? Sexual activity activates multiple muscle groups: glutes, thighs, abs, back. It also releases growth hormone, which helps the body repair tissue. For seniors at risk of sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, this is key. Even gentle, slow intimacy is enough to trigger beneficial muscle signaling. Plus, the endorphins released help ease joint pain and reduce stiffness. One couple I worked with started with daily stretching together, then slowly reintroduced intimacy. Within months, the husband, who had knee osteoarthritis, said his pain was cut in half. They were doing better than any medication alone had done. Movement is healing, and when combined with affection, it's even more powerful. Section 6, mental sharpness and memory. This might be the most surprising of all. Studies show that seniors who engage in regular sexual activity score higher on memory and cognition tests. Why? Because sex boosts blood flow to the brain. It stimulates neurogenesis, the creation of new neurons. It raises dopamine, which helps memory formation. And more than that, it gives the brain a sense of reward, play, and creativity. Seniors who laugh, flirt, or engage sensually have lower rates of depression, Alzheimer's, and brain fog. One of my patients, Dorothy, 79, began a late-life relationship. She came to her next visit with lipstick on and a twinkle in her eye. She told me, "I've started writing poetry again. I feel awake." Intimacy reawakens the brain, and that's not just poetic, it's physiological. Section 7, self-image and confidence. Finally, let's talk about something deeply personal: how you feel about your body. Seniors often tell me, "I don't feel attractive anymore." But here's what I've learned. Attraction is about aliveness, not youth. Those who stay connected to their sensuality carry themselves with light. They care about how they dress. They move with intention. They look people in the eye. And it's not about vanity, it's about presence. I once worked with a woman named Grace. She was 85, a widow, and hadn't been physically close to anyone in over a decade. She said, "Why would anyone want this old body?" We worked on rediscovering her own beauty, mirror affirmations, touch-based therapy, even a professional photo shoot. 1 year later, she was dating, not because she needed a man, but because she remembered she was radiant. When you feel wanted, you start to want life again. My dear friend, if you've lost intimacy in your life, I want you to know something. It's never too late. Even if full sexual activity is no longer possible for you, affection, sensuality, closeness, and connection still are. Your body was designed for touch, for warmth, for love. Whether you're single, partnered, or widowed, don't let the flame go out, not because you have to, but because you deserve to feel alive. You are not past your prime, you are still becoming. This is Dr. Elias Navarro from Elderly Advice Hub. Thank you for your time, your trust, and your presence. If this video spoke to you, please leave a comment below. Let me know what resonated with you most. I do read them. And if you haven't yet, subscribe now, because we have more powerful videos coming to help you thrive in every area of your life. Until next time, stay open, stay curious, and never forget, you are still worthy of touch, love, and joy.